Hello YouTube, it's the Covenator here doing another playthrough on Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is the second episode. If you haven't watched the first, I highly recommend you go and do so. There's a lot of story, and basically to sum it up, the Scalets, the town that we are from, came under attack, and we have fled here, and we are in heavy need of food and rest. We are in bad shape. So the first thing we have to do is talk to Sir Robert, and we are going to go and do that before we pass out.
Oh, God. Eat. Food.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he wasted talent, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Okay, are we supposed to do something here?
Oh, damn it, I'm hungry.
Am I supposed to go in this door?
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Okay, it's not wise to ignore hunger. The longer he goes, doesn't eat, the weaker he gets. If he fasts long enough, he can even die. And I am going to take everything on this table. Of course, you can't forget the wine.
I hear you came from Scarlet's today. It must have been terrible there. How did it happen?
Don't have time to talk to you. I gotta eat. Okay. We have 0 nourishment and very little energy. We'll just eat a few things here, hopefully get our energy back. And if you look at us, we're pretty tore up. Like I said, we barely escaped alive. So we'll eat some apples. And it takes a lot of food to get there. I'll probably end up eating all of this. Alright, there we go. Nourishment is almost at 100%.
How rude.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't talk to you, but I had to eat. I was dying. Okay, and we're pretty tired here, so the next thing it wants us to do is to go sleep, so we'll go do that. Whoa! I guess I'm headed in the right direction. If you are tired, your stamina will gradually decrease. Sleep is the solution. Find an available bed, which you'll recognize from the icon on the compass. Sit and launch sleep. I like how it says launch sleep. Alright, so... Okay, I see what it's doing here. So our energy is going up, but our nourishment is going down. I guess that's because you burn calories when you're sleeping. So it looks like I have to sleep to here to be 100% energy and 100% health, and that's okay. We'll eat some breakfast and we'll be good. So I'm going to launch sleep.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Well, this is great, because I don't... if you missed the first one, you can hear the story of what happened. So we'll go ahead and tell the story of the raid.
You might be right, milady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Oh snap, this is timed. Went to collect a debt.
A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
You bet I did.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
Oh, you poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through, I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Leave the food! Leave the food!
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
So much for sleeping, I guess. Let's see here. Okay, take the torch. I don't see where the torch is. Oh, there it is. Okay, if we need the light, we can hold the one key to get the torch. I can tell that night in this game is no joke. Like, if you don't have a torch, you're not going to be able to see anything. Well, it's raining, isn't that nice? Well, with that backstory, that kind of helped explain things. That's pretty much how it went down. I didn't fight off the three guys that were violating Teresa. I basically punched one of them in the back of the head of the helmet, and they all drew their swords, and I ran like a little girl. That's pretty much how that went down.
We've got decent stocks of food.
But I guess it gave her a chance to get away, so that's all that matters.
Foreign mercenaries. They don't know this country like we do. We could hide out somewhere until it blows over. Maybe.
Do you think we can drive back Sigismund's forces?
But don't be daunted by her numbers. Heed my command, and all will end well.
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions! Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig! What a relief!
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to right there now.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid! And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Jesus, look where you're going.
Well, you ran into me! I do that a lot in this game. Well, I'd much rather be sleeping so I could get all of my energy back. If you're thinking this is a heavy on a story with just cutscenes and dialogue, you are correct. There's a lot of story here, but it does open up and become more of a sandbox, open world RPG once we get through the tutorial. Yes, we are still in the tutorial, being what? I guess I'm a couple hours now.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
I just look so bad. There's blood all over me. I don't know how to clean that up yet. If you have to wait for something, you can skip time, press T, and see how long you want to wait. Watch out though, tiredness and hunger grow even during skip time. Okay, well that's good to know. Like I said, we're still kind of in the tutorial, so it's kind of teaching us game mechanics. So we're going to skip some time, as it says. Let's see what happens here. I guess we need... I don't know what these gold circles mean. Does that just mark... I guess that's just marking the beginning of morning, noon and night. Let's see. I want to get my energy... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. It's not the same as sleeping. I was looking for these numbers to go up. They're actually going down. We'll do 3 hours. Should be enough. He basically just said till the end of night.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it!
What is going on now? What is going on? Get rid of this torch. I guess we'll just follow everybody.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
They're going to attack anyway. That's my bet.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Damn.
All right. We are to go back to Skalitz and bury our parents because it would be a horror to just leave them to the dogs and scavengers and whatnot. In fact, back in this time period, you needed to have a proper Christian burial. So, but I don't have any armor, and I got a sword, but that's about it. I don't know how this is going to go down. We have a combat arena here. I wonder if I could get some more training, because I've had one training lesson. It was not very much. It was pretty much a joke, but it did teach me a couple things. So we'll talk to Sir Robart here and see if we can get out of here, get a horse. Maybe he'll give us some armor too.
My respects to you.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
All right. We don't know what any of his numbers are. I'm going to go with my highest one here. Well, not my highest, but at least a 5.
Sir Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Fail.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslaus's allies.
Alright, so he's not going to help us.
Nonsense. Who told you such a thing?
And you know what I heard
Guess we'll
from
do a
the
little bit of
merchants?
exploring
We
here.
heard from them men.
Wonder if I can eat out of this pot.
They say they can take a man down with an arrow 10 fields away.
Did you see Vashek at the market the other day?
Oh, one of the soldiers saw an unarmed crowman cornered by a
Too many people talking. There's a couple weird oddities like that where you could tell just a little bit more polish is kind of needed.
Good health to you.
Oh, we could trade with this guy.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
Well, he's got some lock picks. Man, those are 8. Am I reading that right? 18 gold apiece? Wow. Where's that 18 for all 10? I'm going to assume that's 18 apiece. Okay. Well, we have nothing. I think we have like 2 gold to our name, so can't do anything there. I'm going to try the most obvious approach. We're just going to walk up to this guard. I'll do some smooth talking. Maybe he'll let us out. Of course, we still don't have a horse, but we'll figure that out as we go along here.
Good day to you.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
Oh, you can bribe. Okay. So there's a couple different ways you can get around this. I want to go with I have to bury my parents. Even though this is a higher stat, though, sometimes I remember reading in a tutorial, it says, you know, what you say also has an influence. So I'm going to try, you know, some empathy, and hopefully this guy will see my situation and understand.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
Okay, so we succeeded there, and because we succeeded, he's offering to at least give us an idea of how to get out, so we're going to take him up on that.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
Okay, so one way we could get out of here. Well, there's 2 ways. It looks like we can pay him, and I'm sure he's going to want more than 2 gold. The other way is we could dress up. So I'm going to try and go the dress up like a guard route. The question though is where do I get the armor? So I'm going to explore around here and see if I can find some armor laying around.
Be a bit more careful.
I do have some lockpicks, so probably hopefully be able to use that to my advantage. Yeah, I'm gonna wash myself, might as well. Let's see, did that help? It did! I'm all clean. I don't have blood on me anymore. And that actually influences how people talk to you. So, that's something to keep in mind. Wonder if there's like a guard's headquarters or something up here. I didn't go all the way down to the other end, so... Well, maybe I can ask the man himself, Lord Divish. Maybe he'll let me out if I plead my case.
I see. Well, remind me the week before he arrives.
And apparently I can't talk to him. Okay? I cannot talk to my lord. Hopefully we'll find out something else here. Or a chest somewhere. Okay, this looks promising, but we are now considered in a private area, so... Oh, snap, I got a bow. Should I steal it? You know what, let's steal it. Why not? You know, I'm not going to steal. I'm gonna do this playthrough kind of legit. I just want to take one more look, nobody coming. I am going to steal the armor, though, because I'm desperate. Those are both hard. I thought I heard somebody down below. Oh, that's great. Yeah, let me just whistle and just alert everyone that I'm here. I did not mean to do that. Okay, this says easy. I'm going for it. And I have no idea how to do this. I'm such a noob. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Man, that was close. Okay, we're going to go... If we put our armor out here, are they going to care? No, it'll be sneaky. I'll go back to my house. Or my house. I'll go back to my room. Don my armor. Okay. Oh, we have a little hand icon telling us it's stolen. Okay. I feel like I'm missing something. Shouldn't I? I thought I had a chest plate, but apparently not. 'Cause the only thing I don't have equipped is the green shirt and the red scarf. I don't know if this is going to do. I don't know if we need to take some more stuff or if this will work. I guess we'll try this. We'll find out. Same dialogue choices.
I need to get out of here.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe a word about me to anyone... Hey! Open the gate!
It worked. Oh, I need to get a horse. I hope I didn't blow my chance there. I hope he's going to leave it open. You know what? Before we go, we should say bye to my fair lady. Would that be a mistake, though? Would she, I don't know. What's in here? Ooh. Lockpick card. You know, it doesn't say I'm in a private area, though. Which is kind of interesting. Was that blood on the sheets? No. Okay.
My lady?
God be with you. I'm sorry. Do I know you?
It's me, my lady. Henry.
Heavens above, Henry. Why are you dressed like that?
I have to bury my parents, but the guards won't let me through the gate.
But you mustn't. You'll be killed.
Sigismund's army has moved out. I can't just sit here. I just have to go.
I still think you should stay here in the safety of the castle, Henry. But I see your heart is drawing you away from here. God go with you.
That was awesome. I wondered how that was going to go down. Or, if I talked to her beforehand, she may even have helped me escape, you know? I mean, that could be a valid thing. I mean, that's what I really like about this game, is there's lots of different ways that you can accomplish the same goal. I really kind of want to reload and see what would happen there, but let's just carry on here. Can I take any of these horses? Mount and steal. Don't even have an option for that one. Okay, I guess this is the only one I guess this is the one we came with, so I can take this one. Back up. Hopefully that gate's still open. I guess I have to get off my horse.
Open up. I want out. I hope it's not another false alarm like before. Go on. Get the hell out before I forget our deal. How many more times do I have to open for you? For Christ's sake. Hey!
That was great! That was great! That's awesome. It's like they have thought of everything. Which way do we go? Oh. Wow, I gotta go all the way back to here? Oh boy, that's gonna take a minute. So, it looks like I need to go up here and then turn around. Going off-road. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. If you are enjoying the series, please be sure to like and subscribe, as it does mean a lot to the channel, and I will make more episodes. Thanks so much for watching.